If your libido is low, which by the way, so many people have this issue, but they just don't talk about it because it's frowned upon or whatever, here are natural remedies that legit work so well. Start with macaru. It boosts dopamine so you actually feel desire again, and it gets blood flowing to all the right places, if you know what I mean. The second one is shatavari. This is especially useful for women if dryness is part of the issue because it supports your estrogen and also supports natural lubrication. Number 3 is fenugreek. It mildly increases testosterone, and this is so important because testosterone increases your drive, your energy, even your sensitivity. And if you don't have optimal testosterone levels, you're gonna feel flat. And the last one is my favorite, ashwagandha. Ashwagandha helps if stress is the root cause of your low libido, which I think is the case for so many people these days. High cortisol shuts down your libido. So ashwagandha brings that high cortisol down, it regulates it, and it helps your brain and your body.
All right, here's a biggie, libido. I will tell you that libido is a problem for 100% of people that walk into this office, meaning anyone in perimenopause. And it's not even just perimenopause or menopause. It's actually a huge problem for most people after they have kids. And to expect that you're gonna have spontaneous desire and the same libido that you had when you were in your 20s before life was super complicated, before you had kids and responsibilities and no privacy, and you're in the honeymoon phase with your boyfriend or husband, that is absolutely understandable. I think most people come in here asking about it because they think there's something wrong with them for not having that same libido. But spontaneous libido is hard, it's tricky, and it's a multi-pronged approach to figuring out the problem. We call it the biopsychosocial method. So it's the reason why I have like literally 10 books back here all about libido and how to try to figure it out and solve it. But I usually run through a list with my patients, and that list includes asking questions about the relationship and how that is, asking questions about stress. Are you tired? I had a patient come in here the other day that she's like, I just can't come home from work and take care of the kids and clean up after dinner and then turn that switch on and just be into it. No, that doesn't happen. Don't expect that. But we talk about, what is going on in your life? Do you feel good about your body? Are you tired? Are you having hot flashes? Are you not sleeping? There's so many different things that actually it needs to be looked at as a whole. And say in rare cases, we go through that whole entire list and we don't find anything that is wrong. Love your husband, you're an empty nester, no kids at home, you have privacy, you're not suffering from financial stress or difficulties, you're not having pain with sex. We can check off a million different things. The list is literally 20 things long. And if all that is negative, then I say, what happens when you go away for a weekend with your husband? When you don't have the stresses of the day-to-day life, when you're not worried about cooking and cleaning, and do you guys have sex then? Is the desire back? And if that is also a no, I love my husband, but desire still doesn't come, understand that, again, desire that's spontaneous is tricky and needs to be nurtured and needs work. There are many, many books I recommend. Anatomy of Desire was a great one on how to cultivate libido and things like this, but it takes work, and it takes work from both you and your partner. I mean, some of the times that my spontaneous desire has come about have literally been from nothing sexual. It's just a nice, wonderful thing that my husband did and that came in and he saved the day. So ask yourself, what does your partner do that can turn you on? What is something that you can do to turn yourself on? Is it buying sexy lingerie? Is it arranging a nice dinner at your favorite restaurant? What's something romantic? What's going to put you in the mood? And then take steps to do that. And remember, communicate and talk openly with your partner about everything that you're going through and experiencing and what it is.
My love, it's not random. Your sexual energy. It's the reason why it's always been so high, why you've always had such a high libido. I feel like I'm talking to a soul sister right now, and I'm seeing your field, my love. It is so big and bright. They're showing me this is a field that has the ability to make waves throughout the whole world, like you are the ocean itself. You can create waves in all forms and kinds. It's like you might be the person that when you walk into a room, you change the entire room. And this is both in the good ways, but also sometimes if you arrive a room and you arrive on a day where you're not doing the best, the whole room can also sense your energy. Like, no matter the state you're in, the whole room senses you. So actually it's a lot of responsibility you carry, because you really have the ability to impact people. And I'm hearing you actually came to impact people. And a part of you carrying this big purpose and this big field, a part of your journey here is remembering that about yourself, remembering your field, because right now it's like you're tapped into not the entirety of it, is what they're showing me. Oh my gosh.
Men with a high libido without regulation is not masculine, it's reactive. Masculinity isn't how often you want to have sex. It's how well you can hold the desire without being run by it. Because anyone can want it, but few can contain. Hi, I'm Lily. I'm a certified sex coach helping men and women better relate to each other so they can raise their standards and their pleasure. And if that matters to you, make sure you hit follow. See, when your libido isn't regulated, it turns into pressure, into urgency, maybe even neediness disguised as confidence. And women, they feel that immediately, even if they can't explain why. This is what regulated desire looks like. You breathe when arousal rises. You stay present instead of escalating, and you let tension build without folding into release. This helps create clarity. Immature masculinity chases. True, healthy masculinity contains. Controlling this energy is not repression, it's power. If you have to release every time you feel desire, you will never learn how to hold power. Desire isn't a problem. It's raw creative energy. It's just that most people have never been taught to stay with it, only to discharge it. Hi, I'm Lily. I'm a certified sex coach. I help men and women better relate to each other so they can raise their standards and their pleasure. And if that matters to you, make sure you hit follow. So then your desire becomes impulsive. Sex becomes a stress relief, and this power, your creative life force energy, leaks instead of builds to your optimal usage. That might be why your attraction fades fast and your intimacy feels flat. So start practicing this. When your arousal rises and builds, don't rush to finish. Slow your breath, allow the sensation to spread throughout your body before you collapse into release. This is not denying yourself. This is training yourself to expand your own capacity. Anyone can chase pleasure, but power comes from containment.